Hey, yo, I'm from Manehatten.
No! Oh my god. Every time she talked, I wanted to punch an infant.
This was Babseed.
Yes, it was.
I'm gonna do this whole thing in the Brooklyn accent. A really bad one.
You sound like you're trying to do a British accent and you're from New York and you're doing bad at it. Every time, I'm glad she didn't talk much because I enjoyed the episode, I enjoyed the idea, I enjoyed the comedy, but...
What about the song? Come on, it's the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
It wasn't bad, but oh my god, every time Babseed talked, I wanted to punch an infant. You got a problem with it?
Hey, you got a problem with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, overall I enjoyed the antics though. They tried to kill her.
Yeah, they tried to drive her into a lake.
They tried to kill her. I don't know
Is
what
that
else
a plus on the Cutie Mark Crusaders part for you, or...?
It's terrifying, so yes.
Considering you like the dark humor and all that. This was a pretty straightforward episode, though.
Yeah. Sweetie Belle crying was like nails on a chalkboard, though.
I think I went deaf from that moment.
Like, literally, she just squeaked. It didn't even sound like crying. It was... Actually, I have to admit, it was pretty funny. We see Scootaloo fly for a very brief moment.
Oh,
We're, like, hovering.
Hang on, don't forget about Sweetie Belle having a spark of magic, too.
Yeah, me too. We had some foreshadowing for the Cutie Mark.
Maybe.
We don't know yet.
Oh, please. We saw it in the Showstoppers.
Yeah. I like the A-Team reference, too.
Oh, yeah. And good gun. That was almost a spot-on theme, too.
Yeah. And they tried to kill her.
Like, they changed it up just enough to avoid copyright, it seems.
They were able to use Benny Hill.
Well, Benny Hill is, like, what, from the 30s?
Yeah, it's pretty much public domain by now. But my god, they tried to kill her.
Yeah, they tried to kill Babseed.
And if they had told Applejack from the beginning, like Sweetie Belle wanted...
Yeah, as Sweetie Belle's the voice of reason this episode.
She seems like... I hate to say it, she seems like the least intelligent one out of their group.
Sweetie?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know, if I were to rank them from intelligence, and this is surprising because... See, yeah, I think that Scootaloo is the crazy kind of smart one. Whereas Apple Bloom is more, not really smart, but intuitive. I don't know how to put it. Not like that. Like, she has common sense.
She's kind of like her sister.
But Sweetie Belle just
kind of just knows her lot in life.
Sweetie Belle just seems like the comic relief in that group. Well,
I think they all play comic relief.
That's true. I enjoyed when Scootaloo fell in the mud and tried to fly and her head's still in the mud, as mean as it is. I thought it was funny. I felt bad for laughing, but I laughed.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. The Cutie Mark Crusaders have grown on me a lot.
The Cutie Mark Crusaders are great at this point. I mean, they have the best songs, in my opinion.
Can I steal one more of those?
Yes, you can have another cigarette. Why did you need to whisper?
I don't know. But I have to admit, that song was catchy. Not as catchy as Winter Wrap Up.
Does that one still get occasionally stuck in your head?
Yep.
Oh, just wait until the actual winter.
Oh, man. But
you're just going to be, like, end of February just saying, where is the ponies coming to wrap this shit up?
Am I going to be like... Well, by that point, I'll be so engrossed
you're going to be stuck shoveling out your driveway. Winter wrap up, winter wrap up.
I really want to murder everyone in sight. But I enjoyed them in this episode. I feel like she kind of deserved to be pranked. Because if you get bullied, you shouldn't be joining the bullies.
Pranked,
you should be defending your friends.
Pranked, not killed.
You say potato, I say tomato. What?
I'm just not going to think about it.
But yeah.
I keep forgetting I have to kind of treat you like Pinkie Pie sometimes.
I'm just saying I can't help it. Overall, I'd put this at the middle of my middle tier.
Middle of your middle tier?
Yeah, just because it would have been actually probably bottom of the top if it wasn't for the accent.
Let's see. let's try and sort. Let's see if we can try and sort the characters, all first and second tier characters, into
Okay.
tiers.
The first tier is everyone but Applejack.
First tier is everyone but so all the main main six sons Applejack.
Yeah. And then these two would be at the top of my middle tier. These three would be at the top of my middle tier. They're growing on me a lot. Applejack would be at the middle of the middle tier.
I don't know. Honestly, I'd say that Applejack is like...
Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon
Applejack,
are not in my tiers.
Applejack is bottom of the main six for me.
She's just kind of there.
Well, it's the matter of she's so stable in herself, for lack of a better word.
There's only 2 characters in my bottom tier.
Who's that?
Take a guess.
Tiara and Silver Spoon?
Yeah.
So where's Babland? Babsland?
She's only in 1 episode, but if I had to put her in, I'd put her in the bottom because of the accent. Oh.
What's wrong with the Manehatten accent?
Couldn't deal with it. I'm not quite sure why. It doesn't bother me in real life, but when she did it, it bothered me.
Because it's clearly fake.
Yeah. Well, like, so is Apple Bloom's southern accent at times.
Yeah. Oh.
She over-accentuates it sometimes.
Veggie salad.
I still have no idea what that means, but I loved it.
I would just have to say that Apple Bloom's reaction was spot on there.
Seriously?
Yes. Just seriously.
I would have just been more like, what? And probably walk away scratching my head.
Veggie salad? Seriously?
That's like one of the few times that when I'm watching Pinkie Pie, I don't totally understand her thought process because, as you know, I think the same way. That's the first time I was just like, what? And sometimes I do say even I don't understand, so I guess we're still on the same wavelength.
Yeah, but for some reason it seemed to have made sense for her.
Yeah.
Something about the lettuce crashing veggie salad.
Veggie salad. That's going to be my new catchphrase.
Veggie salad.
When I don't understand what's happening, I'm just going to answer it with veggie salad. For example, the whole Pinkie Pie thing, we were trying to figure out exactly how everything worked. Veggie salad. But that, I still don't fully understand, but I enjoyed it.
Oh, actually, I just remembered something. There's this one little bit of fan art, and it's referring to Too Many Pinkie Pies, of pretty much the watching paint dry test as humans.
Oh my god.
Humans don't have magic. How do you think she would be exterminating them? She's holding a smoking gun.
That sounds fun.
I'm not joking. I'm not gonna put it on this vlog. That's a little too graphic in my opinion and too sad of a scene.
Yeah.
But
I don't want Pinkie Pie to get shot.
I thought you might just like the idea, might take interest to the idea of people do make fan art with the human versions a lot, and they take a lot of credit to. Yeah, we don't have wings or magic. We don't need it. We don't care. All we got is imagination, new inventions everywhere. And I was quoting a song. If you can guess it, 10 points.
Anthropology.
Yes.
I really want to see a human version of when Pinkie Pie and Twilight first meet. I want to know what that would look like in real life.
Actually, someone did animate it. Yeah, someone already animated it.
How would you feel if you were in public and you met somebody who said, hi, and they went, and ran?
I'd probably have the same reaction as Twilight.
Okay.
Honestly, I'd have to say I relate most to Twilight.
Well, you know.
Okay, so we already got a Twilight and a Pinkie Pie.
We must find a cheese. I like chocolate milk.
Yeah.
I think cheese.
Who could you imagine being the Fluttershy if we could add to our group of mutual friends?
I don't know anybody like that.
Neither do I.
What if Pinkie Pie and cheese met?
You know Hope would be rarity.
Yeah.
Hope would so be our rarity.
Oh my, I've defecated in the swimming receptacle. What?
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 Why did you say that? Oh God.
Well, let's move on with the episode.
Yes. Okay. Okay, who would be our Applejack?
The one nobody cares about? Brian.
Brian?
Yeah, mostly because I don't really care what he does outside of when I see him.
Yeah, I don't really talk to Brian as much.
Brian's insane. Well, we already know that I'd be Pinkie Pie.
Who would be our Rainbow Dash?
Overconfident, really hyper, constantly showing up. I don't know anyone like that either.
Honestly, I'd say the constantly showing up would be Trevor. But yeah.
Don't compare Dash to Trevor.
Yeah, true.
Trevor Carr, right?
Yeah.
Please don't compare Dash to Trevor Carr.
He's too much ego, not enough anything tolerable.
He can't back it up.
Yeah. Like, I've trumped him on. I've had people actually message me and call me about Magic the Gathering.
You notice I was willing to say his name fully on the internet because I don't like him.
Yeah. But yeah, I've had people... He tries to, like, outsmart me in Magic the Gathering, like, just the rule-wise. And, come on, I've had people... I've played less time than he has, and I've had people call me about rules.
He drives a windowless van. You know, the thing about him, though, is when he tries to outsmart you and he thinks he did, and
okay, we're talking about... we're supposed to be talking about a show about love and tolerance, and we're talking about someone we can't stand.
There's only a certain level that... But no, see, Dash grew on me so much because A, she can back it up, and B, she knows when to be humble.
Oh, yeah. Even though it seems that Pinkie has a better time lightening up a cloud than she does.
Oh, yeah, we didn't bring that up, did we?
We didn't bring up half of the physics-breaking crap that happened there.
How did you do that?
Okay, what about the G3 face? Like, we really should have taken more time to too many Pinkie Pies, but there was just so much we couldn't really say right off the bat.
I bet you can't make a weirder face than this.
Okay, yes, we have to do an actual review of Too Many Pinkie Pies.
We do.
We have to do... That's just a necessity because that's just such a crazy episode. We can't do it in a simple vlog. Because we're going to just have random references to that scattered all over this at this point.
Yeah, really. But as far as this episode goes...
It was fun.
I enjoyed it, except for when Bapseed talked.
Yeah.
Or when she talked.
When she talked.
When I talked.
Fake Brooklyn accent. Yo, 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 I'm from Manehatten.
Where's Manhattan? That was Boston.
I don't know.
That'd be mad wicked pisser. But overall, this would be in my middle tier just because of that accent. It would be at the bottom of my top if not for that accent. That really irked me.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
So the Cutie Mark Crusaders are growing on you?
A lot.
And here you didn't like little kids.
I still don't like little kids. Little ponies are different.
Little ponies are different?
Because they're ponies.
True, you don't interact with them that much.
It's hard to hate a pony if they're not Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon.
Oh, more like Lincoln.
Oh, and I meant to bring that up. Lincoln? Lincoln?
You couldn't come up with something better.
Nobody's that stupid.
Well, apparently
Lincoln?
Actually, there's an interesting idea to Silver Spoon is, she's just along for the ride.
Yeah, really?
Because Diamond Tiara is the popular girl. Well, more like along the lines of, they seem to be the only two rich fillies in Ponyville.
And their parents aren't evil. How did they get like that?
Spoiled. Born with a silver spoon in their mouth.
Please don't say Silver Spoon.
Crowned with a diamond tiara.
Oh. I want to see, like... oh, God. See, her dad seemed cool.
Yeah, her dad even punished her for...
And he even played along with Granny Smith's antics.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed like a great guy. How does she end up like that? He should have been a better father. Maybe he's just a good guy and a bad father.
Well, there is actually a reason why Granny Smith could have asked him to hit the cauldron and given a good reason. What if it had to be a certain thickness of iron?
Yeah.
Like, there's legitimate reason to everything that Granny Smith did except for talking to the jars. Actually, no, when she was talking to them, one of them did crack.
That's true.
So maybe they have to be a certain strength.
Yeah. But back to this episode, I do not like Bapseed at all.
Yeah, I've actually brought this up too, the whole she bullied because others bullied her.
That doesn't make sense to me.
No, you should know what it feels like to be bullied.
You should turn around on them and buck their mouths shut.
Yeah, she did tell them off she did tell Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon off at the end.
I was just hoping she'd turn around and buck them.
Yeah, if only.
That's what I would have done. Actually, I would use a very powerful magic to show them a terrifying image. See, everybody else would just see us standing there, but they'd see themselves wrapped in slimy tentacles about to be devoured by a beast from beyond, and they'd be scarred for life. They'd be scarred for life.
Okay.
Sometimes Rocky can get a little terrifying. Only when he's angry. But I don't have much more to say about this one. It was good, but that accent brought it down for me.
Yeah.
I'm from Brooklyn.
From Brooklyn. Manhattan.
I hate everyone.
We've heard other people from Manhattan too, and, well, they just kind of sound snooty. The oranges.
But I don't have much more to say about this one.
Neither do I.
What's the next episode on deck?
The next episode is Magic Duel, the return of Trixie. Yes, Trixie comes back in this one.
Is she more dangerous?
I already told you before that the third season is very short, so we're already almost halfway through it.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, we might be able to crank the whole thing out.
Maybe.
Provided you don't feel the need to pass out.
I got a little bit longer. Well, the next one is Magic Duel. The return of Trixie.
Yep. See you then.
Bye-bye.